So guys, before we take a look at the reaction coming from Wole Soyinka saying that Seyi Tinubu is using too much of police in security, Ojope and other rights crew members have discussed that. Before we get into the video, take a look at this headline here. This senator is also raising alarm, saying, I woke up today and was told my police orderly has been withdrawn. I have no problem with that, but I want the same action applied across board. They should also withdraw the presidents, vice presidents, ministers, and others police escort. So Senator Nnamdi is saying Tinubu's police escort, that of the vice president and also the ministers, should be withdrawn. It is not only his own or other senators' own, that everybody should get rid of, police escort, so that Nigerians will get enough policing. Now, let me allow you to take a look at this controversial statement that was made by Wole Soyinka after he spotted Seyi Tinubu moving around with so many police escort, and call it from the military, call it from the police, call it from any other places. Seyi Tinubu goes around with so many police escorts, leaving Nigerians to police themselves. Now, let me allow you to take a look at the video.
Islamic cleric Sheikh Ahmad Gumi has doubled down on earlier comments about kidnapping children being a lesser evil than murder. Gumi made the comment in a new BBC interview, adding that Nigeria must negotiate with terrorists to prevent more deaths.
Part of it is correct and part of it is wrong. Saying that kidnapping children is a lesser evil than killing soldiers definitely is lesser. Killing is worse than, but they're all evil. It's just a lesser evil. Not all evils are of the same parallel. So it's a lesser evil than, like what happened in Kebbi. They abducted children and they were released. They didn't kill them.
Gumi is known for his controversial positions when it comes to negotiating with terrorists. And it's shocking to hear him double down on comments he made before regarding kidnapping children being a lesser evil than murder or ransacking a town. Rufai, 1 minute.
It's a serious story, don't laugh, but I will laugh. Kábíyèsí Gumi o. Kádíó pẹ́lẹ́sẹ̀, kí kádíó pẹ́lú kí bàtà pẹ́lẹ́sẹ̀. Kábíyèsí Gumi. I'm sorry, you see the hypocrisy in this country. It has now become a country where people are telling us that kidnapping children is a lesser evil and that we should negotiate with bandits. If nnamdi Kanu says this one now, they will send him life imprisonment. But Gumi can say it and keep saying it, we play it back, government will never see anything about it. That's why I say Kábíyèsí Gumi. See, some people are VVIP. As we're talking about Seyi Tinubu, some people are untouchable, just VVIP. Gumi is one of them. I think the next thing now we beg government is give him battalion and police protection. So I'll be carrying everywhere and everything. I mean, maybe if he doesn't even have protection already.
All right.
Because you see, the level of hypocrisy that goes on in this country is overwhelming.
Yes.
Please, can you please tell me the difference between what Gumi has said and all the atrocities that they put against Nnamdi? Because he incited violence, saying people should negotiate with people that have killed people.
No country can cure terrorism.
No country can cure terrorism.
Nigeria cannot.
I'm sorry. With due respect, people.
There are so many countries that don't have as many terrorists as we do.
There used to be the Revolutionary Armed Forces of Colombia. They cured that level of terrorism.
Yes.
Peru. If you read Hernando de Soto's book, The Shining Path Rebels, Peru cured it. All right. Hernando de Soto wrote about it a lot. So countries do overcome
the mystery of capital.
The mystery of capital. So they overcome it. So
Gumi
Gumi should stop. And that's why I say it's Kábíyèsí. We should just enthrone him, Kábíyèsí.
And I told you the other day, even in this interview, he did say that he goes into the forest with government officials. He doubled down.
So he has police protection already.
He has people negotiating with government officials in the forest. Well, all right.
No, one question. Yes. Maybe Ayo can answer.
Yes.
He says that even in the Bible and the Quran, that the Bible and the Quran recommend negotiation with terrorists.
No, not at
Please,
all.
what part of the Bible?
I don't know. Definitely not speaking for the Bible. We don't. No negotiation with terrorists. None at all.
And this is the stance that the Senate is pushing now. We should not be negotiating.
And this is misinformation, disinformation, and it is very dangerous.
Absolutely.
Because
are we sure Gumi doesn't know the Bible more than you?
I'm sure he does at this
not
point.
all
right.
No, not
Are you
it's
sure?
very
Check your
dangerous.
verse very well.
It's very
The
dangerous
pastor
narrative.
has spoken.
And he's
Well, all
influential,
right.
and there are some ignorant people that will be following him. It's false.
All right.
And
It's
the
totally
government
false.
has not done. They've not even invited him. So is Kabiyesi Gumi VVIP?
And we keep talking about the same story.
And it says kidnapping is a lesser evil.
That's the main
So,
topic.
which means kidnapping is good.
It's good.
Actually, this is very inflammatory.
Please.
Because
It is.
once you've kidnapped a child,
Yes.
that person is scarred for life.
Yes.
Wait.
So there's no that
It's
person
not
is
the
scarred
Kanu
for
no,
life.
it's not
What a
Gumi.
That
country.
child
This
is
is
scarred
kidnapping.
for
It's a
life.
It's nnamdi
All
Kanu.
right.
They can quickly let the more. It's
Well,
not
all right.
Gumi. Applaudissez for Gumi. Let's
These are not the
be
sort
deceiving
of
ourselves.
rhetorics that we need in our nation. Now, let's begin what's trending, focusing on reactions to Professor Wole Soyinka's criticism of what he described as excessive security deployment around President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's son, Seyi Tinubu, saying that it reflects poorly on Nigeria's security priorities. Speaking at the 20th Wole Soyinka Center for Investigative Journalism Awards in Lagos on Tuesday, the literary icon recounted his shock at witnessing what he initially thought was a film shoot at a hotel in Ikoyi. He then jokingly suggested that President Tinubu should have sent his son's security battalion to quell the recent insurrection in the Republic of Benin instead of deploying the Air Force and the military. Let's take a look.
On one of my home visits, this about 2 months ago, I was coming out of a hotel and I saw what looked like a film set. And I looked around. There was nearly a whole battalion occupying the grounds of that hotel, in Ikoyi, right here. So I got back in my car and I asked the driver who that young man was. And he told me. And I saw this SWAT team, a mixture. They were at least heavily armed, at least some 15 or so heavily armed to the teeth security personnel. Looked sufficient to take over a small country, neighboring city like Benin. And I think the next time the president should just call and say, Seyi, go and quell the rebellion over there. Later on, I did some investigative journalism and I inquired, and I found that apparently this is how this young man goes around with his battalion, his heavy armed soldiers. And of course, the road was cleared before his car went out. I stayed until it seemed he was leaving. So next time there's an insurrection, I think the president should just call that young man and say, "Go and put down those stupid people there. You have enough troops under your command, so don't bother me with all these security issues any longer." Let's not overdo things.
Well, this is a bold statement from Nigeria's most revered public intellectual, calling out what many see, but fewer dare to criticize openly. And I'll take George's tweet on X. He wrote, Professor Soyinka's point cuts deeper than the humor in his remarks. When a nation's security architecture is stretched thin, prioritizing the protection of one individual over millions of citizens is a red flag. Nigeria is battling insecurity across several regions, yet we see battalion-level security guarding a private citizen with no constitutional role. This isn't about politics. It's about accountability, resource allocation, and respect for public institutions. Leaders' children are not elected officials. They should not command more armed protection than communities under siege. This culture of entitlement weakens morale, drains capacity, and erodes trust. If we want a secure nation, security must serve the people, not the privileged few. And Dr. Vasi, I'm sure you did see, and you have seen Seyi Tinubu's convoy. I mean, like this ex-user alluded to, it's, like a battalion. And of course, Professor Wole Soyinka said he was shocked. He thought he was in a movie set when he saw one of Seyi Tinubu's convoy. And now we are hearing that we need more boots on ground. I'm sure this whole week, that's what you've said on this table.
Okay. Let me quote Professor Wole Soyinka directly. He said, let's not overdo things.
Yes.
He said, children are not potentates. They are not rulers. They should know their place. I think, everyone should commit that to memory. So the Nobel laureate is right to have been terribly shocked that the son of the president would have such a large convoy, what he calls a battalion. A battalion will be, a company of soldiers and maybe other officials. There is no office called the first son of Nigeria. There is no office in our constitution called the first daughter of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. I've had certain anomalous, nomenclatures of that nature. So such positions do not exist. And that's why Professor Soyinka is saying, let us not overdo things. Now, when you place his comment against the background of the fact that there has been an instruction from the president and the IG, Inspector General of Police, that VIP protection should be withdrawn. That those who are protecting VIPs should be civil defense officers. Now, in this particular case, this battalion, were they civil defense officers or were they soldiers and policemen? And you can also ask the question, what makes the son of the president a very important personality? Or makes the...
Is the Ogo Eko? Seyi Tinubu? Ogo Eko?
No, when you look at the protocol list, the son of the president is not a very...
What are you
It's not
saying?
a very important
Didn't he
personality.
stay ahead of ministers in the protocol list in that
Yeah,
Arab country that
but
we
we
went
condemned
to?
it. We condemned it.
Ogo Eko?
No, we condemned it when it happened. And it has not happened since then. When he was attending council meetings, even his own father said, no, don't sit in council. So now, in this instance, Professor Wole Soyinka has helped to draw the attention of the president to what is clearly an abuse. And he says, look, children should not be overindulged. They should not have a sense of entitlement. Our message is that the president should take special notice of this message from President Bola Ahmed Tinubu and realize that he, having directed...
The message from Wole Soyinka.
From Professor Wole Soyinka. Yeah, from Professor Wole Soyinka. He should then realize that he, having directed that VIP protection is off the books because we need these soldiers to do their legitimate work. We need the policemen to do their legitimate work. Then his own son should not be seen to be going about with soldiers and policemen. He's not a VIP under the protocol list. If he needs protection, they should provide civil defense that they say can be available. He can hire private guards. There are private companies that are out there. Some of the private companies are licensed. Yes.
Some private companies.
Yes.
They're licensed to carry guns.
In Nigeria. Show me the private
where they will carry baton.
Mention.
They will carry
the
baton.
Private company licensed to carry guns.
They will have relationship with the security agencies. But the president should lead by example and heed the advice of President Wole Soyinka.
Dr. Bati, you will tell us who the VIPs are, since the president's son is not considered a VIP. If I come to you,
it's not a government official.
It's a VVIP.
No,
it's not
very
VIP.
important.
No, it's not a government official.
Very important.
You are correct. He's not a VIP. He's not a VIP. He's
Hold on, wait. I want to come to Rufai on this one. Meanwhile,
I have a question on that.
Yes, on that as well. That's why I asked him. I want to know who the VIPs are. Well, meanwhile, the Nigeria Police Force announced over the weekend that they deployed a special team to make sure that President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's order of prohibiting police personnel for VIPs is adhered to. Police spokesperson Benjamin Hundeyin, in a post on X, revealed that the team has commenced a statewide monitoring operation across Lagos and assured members of the public that the Nigeria Police Force will continue to enforce this policy nationwide without fear or favor. Now, they have more police personnel trying to stop police VIPs. So who are this special team that have now been deployed? How many are they? I mean, what really is going on? Rufai, I know you want to tell us who these VVIPs are, but now we also have a team to stop the VIP protocol.
You can see the mockery of Nigeria. The police President Tinubu made a law that they should withdraw police from VIP.
Yes.
The same law that they've been talking about. You know how many IG have said they should withdraw?
Yeah. But this is a presidential directive.
So when the presidential directive was made, the police force cannot speak to his own officers. So they have to set up a task force. A team to watch. Somebody will have thought that you just, okay, everybody come to headquarters and you withdraw, isn't it? But the police does not trust this. Yeah? He does not trust his own process.
Well, you heard Michael Kiri.
Wait, sir. He doesn't trust it. So you have a boy that doesn't trust it. So you have to go and look for task force to implement with him. The police cannot just call.
They're within the police as well, right?
Yeah, the police cannot just call people to say, okay, withdraw that. You know why? Because the withdrawing from VIP will cause problem. You know how many police officers are benefiting from VIP, that they are shopping from VIP. You now want to withdraw their retirement benefits. So it will cause big problem for them.
All right.
So that's why. And secondly, I don't know, Dr. Abati, it's obvious you don't live in Nigeria. And with due respect, okay, maybe Professor Wole Soyinka, because he shuttles around the globe, he still lectures, and great one. Is it today Seyi Tinubu has been carrying police protection? Please fact check me. Seyi Tinubu was probably using police protection before his father became president. Fact check me.
Ex-governor's son.
So, and Dr. Abati is saying, who is the VIP? It's not VIP. You are wrong. It's VVVVIP. He's the one and only. Ogo Eko, Ogo Lagos, future governor, Seyi Tinubu. Me o Simbe, I'm not there. It's Dr. Abati. He's saying all sorts about you. I defy my authority to you. See, battalion, in fact, the ones president you guys saw, it's not good enough. They should increase more. You know your life is under beginning. You are our future. Ogoeko, please, President Tinubu, increase Seyi Tinubu's security protection. Please, I'm sorry, Ayo. I'm sorry, please. With due respect, ignore Professor Wole Soyinka. He doesn't know what he's saying. No. Increase. Right, obviously, you know I'm being sarcastic.
Yes, you're being sarcastic.
But I am telling you with humor the depth of the decadence in the system.
All right. I know you had a question. So I know the question borders on whether or not, and I want that to be what we are discussing now. Who are the VIPs? If a president's son is not considered a VIP?
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, I would have thought that the president's immediate family members have a right to some level of protection by the Nigerian state. And that's what I was going to confirm, because if you look at democracies like America, for instance, where we have a copy system, there's protection for the immediate wife and children. So what I feel is the abuse and the excessive use, because they are politically exposed, at least whilst their parents are in office. I know that in some countries it is up to a certain age, maybe under 16, and in some countries, because they are politically exposed, they have access to state protection. However, what we saw, or what Professor Soyinka describes, is a flagrant abuse of that protection. Because, I mean, he is politically exposed as a result of the fact that his father is president of Nigeria. But when you then have a battalion, for Professor Soyinka, who is a family friend, to be shocked and to complain about this, especially at a time when we're talking about the fact that we don't have enough police officers, we don't have enough security operatives, then it is something to talk about. And I think that's where the issue is. It is just an abuse. And the fact that it's not just police president's sons, but even people, normal citizens. I've seen religious leaders go around with police escorts. I've seen people who can afford to pay maybe 30,000 naira a month go around the police escorts. Those are the things that we need to stop.
Police escorts.
Those are the things we need to end.
If you say
we have to go.
The first family is entitled to
That's
protection.
the question.
Now, what does the protocol list say?
Yes.
And then Professor Soyinka said, for Seyi Tinubu, the road was closed.
Yeah.
What kind of protection for first family is that? And then number 3, okay, will it be the case that all the children of the president, Seyi Tinubu is not the only son that he has.
Yeah.
He has daughters too.
Well, I'm sure
so
they all
if they
have
want to
VIP
go
escorts.
anywhere, they will deploy
No.
Nigerian police.
Seyi Tinubu is not the only son, but it's Okolomo.
Okay.
Ogoeko.
All right, so now, Dr. Abati, you're also saying that Seyi Tinubu is flouting the protocol because he's not considered VIP at this point. So that means his VIP will be withdrawn as well with this presidential directive.
He has enough money to recruit private guards.
Not ours.
He can apply to civil defense.
I hope that this is a
if the president gives a directive, let other people follow the example.
Very well said.
Even within his own family.
Dr. Abati, with due respect, I want to challenge you. They not born anybody to remove the police protection of Seyi Tinubu.
Right.
Not even the IGP.
They don't born away.
The Inspector General of Police.
They don't born away.
Please respect the office of the IGP.
They're not born away.
No.
Maybe the president.
You think I'm joking? You will see.
Well, Omoyele Sowore raised the point around the man that was detained and alluded to the fact that the president's son is almost more powerful than the IG of police and others because of the fact that he gives the directive. So we need to curtail those excesses.
You are quoting Sowore.
No. I'm saying that example.
You are now quoting the opposition on this table.
No, I'm presenting
you are supporting the opposition.
Seyi Tinubu, I'm not there. It's Dr. Abati. He doesn't know your word too. Okolomo. Gomino Lola.
All right.
I'm not there.
Very important personnel. Well, all right. Now to politics in Rivers State. The much anticipated announcement of Governor Sim Fubara's defection from the People's Democratic Party to the All Progressives Congress has been met with mixed reactions. The governor made the announcement during a stakeholders meeting in the government house in Port Harcourt. Addressing a crowd of supporters, Fubara stated that he joined the APC as a gesture of reciprocity and that without the support of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, he would no longer have been governor. Let's take a look.
Our only thank you to Mr. President is to support him. And we cannot support Mr. President in isolation. And we can't support Mr. President if we don't fully identify with him, not backyard support. So we have taken that decision today since we've gotten the pass. Everyone here who have followed me, who have suffered with me, our decision today, this evening, we are moving to APC. On your mandate, we shall stand. On your mandate, on your mandate, on your mandate, we shall stand.
Well, all right. I mean, this is another defection that we have seen on your mandate, and it's all because of the PDP. So let me just quickly take this tweet from IJK, who wrote, "Since losing the 2015 elections, PDP has been a very useless opposition party, and its inability to manage its affairs has led to its hemorrhaging political depreciation. Rather than to find ways to bring itself back to political relevance, it has continued to engage in activities that further divides the ranks. Again, rather than accept its failures and seek help, it continued to blame the ruling power for steering Nigeria towards a one-party state. PDP is a rudderless ship, sinking faster than anyone could fathom. Maybe they should consider a merger with Labour Party, ADC, or APGA, because PDP, as we know, is going down. Well, in the same vein, Osun State Governor Ademola Adeleke on Tuesday officially joined the Accord Party, just days after announcing that he's leaving the People's Democratic Party. The governor made the announcement at the banquet hall of the government house in the state and was presented his membership card by the national chairman of the party. Let's take a look.
His Excellency joined Accord on the 6th of November 2025. As the national chairman of Accord, I hereby present officially your membership card to you. Today, we unveil the new platform for the good people of Osun State, from Osun West to Osun East to Osun Central. This is our party, our new platform for victory come August next year. Osun voted for good governance in 2022, and they will support continuity in 2026. The mass of our people are for continuity, and Accord is our party for victory next year.
Well, Adeleke had announced his resignation on December 2nd, saying that it was due to persistent turmoil at the national level of the PDP. Now, with this defection, the PDP now has 6 governors, with Agu Kefas of Taraba State and Caleb Mutfwang of Plateau, who is now wanting to join. I mean, I've seen reports that he's saying he wants to join the APC. Even Kefas, yes. They're going to join the APC. So we've seen this story now from Osun State. Osun has gone to Accord, and of course we knew that Fubara was going to go to the APC, but he said that the PDP had done nothing for him, Dr. Abati, and one of the reasons why he left, why he's now on President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's mandate, is because the PDP failed him. Your thoughts?
Well, in the case of Governor Sim Fubara, we have said nobody should be surprised, nobody should be shocked. This was a man who was removed from office for 6 months, March 18 to September 18. And as they say in common parlance, his eyes saw Pepe, both in the hands of the godfather, Nyesom Wike minister and godfather of Rivers politics. And then after him, they brought Ibo Kete Ibas, Vice Admiral, who has now been rewarded with nomination for ambassadorial appointment. So in the case of Governor Fubara, it's a case of if you cannot beat them, you better join them. 72 hours after members of the House of Assembly, led by Martin Amewewule, jumped to the APC, he was also an orphan all over again. So did you expect him to wait till they would impeach him a second time? He may not receive the kind of sympathy he got the first time. So he needed to preserve himself. After all, they say survivor is the first law.
Yes.
As for Governor Adeleke, it's also a very pragmatic move. Yes. Okay, I was saying there's trouble in APC in Osun State. The APC members who wanted to be on the primaries on December 16, they were disqualified, Omishore and Co. So they are fighting within the APC. Even if he wanted to go to the APC, the people in the APC don't even want him. And then PDP, you don't know which one is the authentic fashion. So he has now gone to Accord, and he's now doing thumbs up, and he will try to build that party. Maybe when he wins, he will go back to PDP. Right. Maybe, if the PDP still exists. Finally, earlier on, I mentioned some states that are still on in the opposition. I forgot to mention Anambra. Anambra is still Apuga.
But he's going to support President Bola Ahmed Tinubu.
Okay.
He came out to say that. 100%.
He's still an Apuga,
yes.
Apuga state.
He's almost APC.
Okay. So we face the threat of a one-party state.
This is what it is. This is what it appears to be. But you know, also, I would say kudos.
Abia is Labour. I mentioned that.
Abia speaks favorably of President Tinubu.
Yes.
Also,
but I don't think Governor Alex is talking about going to APC.
It will not defect.
Well,
but it speaks favorably.
But correct. I feel like Adeleke did great. A complete game changer in Osun State at this point. The fact that he moved to Accord Party, not to, of course, not to the APC. But obviously, we also saw the story yesterday or the day before where the First Lady was in his state and she received that chieftaincy title, the Yeye. Of what? Yes, where she Odua, where she actually, was speaking with the governor and trying to time him. But like people had said, it appeared to be a brotherly sort of conversation when, you know, that's some of the analysis that I had seen online. That it wasn't the fact, it wasn't much of a disrespect. It was a beautiful party. You'd seen even after the party, they were all dancing. They were both dancing together. Your thoughts on that really quickly before we move.
So, well, some people said it was brotherly. Others,
Yes.
a lot of others said that it was disrespectful to the governor, and especially because it was done publicly. And this is what we say, that you can be a wife or a friend in private. When it comes to state events and where you have to follow protocol, he is the property of the state at that time. And I believe that the proper respect ought to have been accorded to him. The next day she came out to wish his wife a happy 60th birthday to show that they are friends. But I think that the presidency and the family do not need negative press at this time. And so maybe it's just an opportunity to be aware of the fact that you are in public. You can have private discussions and private banter. But when it comes to that office, you have to respect the office. It's not about the man.
I disagree.
I saw the video.
There was nothing brotherly or sisterly about that behavior. This is Tinubu insulted the governor of
that's what she did.
Of Osun State. No, please.
Don't
Don't put lipstick on it.
No,
That was off limits. It was off limits. She had no right to talk to him rudely in that manner. But what I will praise here is Governor Adeleke's maturity.
He was so mature.
He acted in a matured manner.
Very
Don't come and say brotherly.
I said it was disrespectful.
But she didn't say.
I said
no, just go straight to the point.
Yes, I said
I say it was insulting. It was disrespectful. It should not happen again. The wife of the president is not a headmistress over governors. No,
we just delivered in different ways. I said it was disrespectful.
We just say it straight.
I just said it. We just delivered in different ways.
Okay, you have changed your mind.
No, Dr. Abasi, you can rewind it. I said it was disrespectful. I said you can have a private relationship.
It was rude. It was
You can have a private relationship, but in public,
it wasn't I that said that. I said I have seen some comments that people said it's a brotherly thing. You have seen the videos of them dancing right after that actual incident occurred. They were dancing, hugging each other. They are very good friends at this point. Well, all right. What would we say? Congratulations to Governor Ademola Adeleke. We'll take another story now.
So guys, this is a video of El Zazaki. If you can remember the El Zazaki that Buhari did not give any breathing space, he has come out to speak, saying, let me read the headline. It says, the people in power created insecurity in Nigeria, and if they want to stop it today, they will make it stop because they are the ones engineering it. Shiite leader El Zazaki speaking that people in power are the ones that, I don't really know the background of this man, but I know he's supported by Iran. Iran is also known to be a key funder of terrorists in the world. So I don't know from which angle is El Zazaki speaking. Now, Buhari didn't give El Zazaki any breathing space because I believe Buhari might not be the Shiite group of Muslim. He might be the Sunni. I don't really know much about, this Islamic different sect. But I think it has got a lot to say about insecurity and the North. When you look at everybody pointing to this, the politicians in the North, that they created insecurity, they are the ones funding insecurity. The question remains, why is it that Tinubu is not summoning courage to dare the Northerners to open this fire, to open this can of worms, to expose the funders? Can you imagine? These people are just destroying the whole country. They have taken Nnamdi Kanu in, saying Nnamdi Kanu is the cause of terrorism in Nigeria. Now, what is happening? Nigeria is boiling. Nigeria is boiling, and all those sponsoring terrorism, those who are that have link with these terrorists, all of them, none of them is being, called to order. None of them is being exposed and all that. Now, let me take you through some of the reactions from Nigerians after El Zazaki made that statement that the people in power are the ones, creating and engineering insecurity in Nigeria. But guys, I must say that the North is really dragging this country backward. Northern Nigeria is really a big problem for the growth of this country. And when people say divide the country, it's like you are not being patriotic. But don't forget that a Yoruba man who is a retired naval commander came out to say the best thing is for Tinubu to divide this nation, that as for Islamization, that it is a done deal, as in they have already concluded plan on how to make Nigeria fall for Islam, That is what they are fighting for. There's nothing else. So, but let me take you through some of the reactions. Like this person here said, this is a profound accusation, but it echoes the question on every Nigerian's mind. Why has the insecurity that cripples our economy been allowed to fester for so long? They believe that those in power engineer or profit from this chaos is the only logical conclusion when you realize they have the capacity to stop it but choose not to. Now, this other person here say Buhari nearly ended this man. They clipped his wings when he grew bigger in Kaduna, so he is finally out. And this other person, I remember how Buhari, El-Rufai, and Brutai messed this man up and his family and followers up mercilessly. Today, Buhari don't first leave the earth. Honestly, this Zazaki was as if he was dying in detention. Now he's here, Buhari is gone. Zazaki is absolutely correct and brutally spot on. Those who bettered insecurity funded it, weaponized it, and used it as political capital as the same people pretending to fight it today. If they wanted it to end, they would have it would have ended, because no one controls a fire this long without knowing exactly where the matches came from. Wow. I mean, this one is powerful. Honestly, this is powerful. And this other person here said, this statement is heavy because it reflects how many people feel about the insecurity in the country. When someone says those in power can end it but chose not to, it shows a deep lack of trust in leadership. Whether true or not, it highlights how tired people are of the situation. Hey, had it been a northerner is in power, it will be understandable that the northerners are the ones fueling it, they are the ones managing it. But when you have a southern president in power and he's just sitting there snoring and dozing, and then insecurity, you are against insecurity, you got to power where you have the opportunity to stop insecurity, you still allow insecurity. This person says it took the Shia to contain the rise of ICC in Iraq and the Levant. He is a major Boko Haram natural enemy, but the question is, was he suppressed and persecuted during the last administration? If yes, why? So this person said something. Let me read it again. It took the Shiites to contain the rise of ICC in Iraq and the Levant. He is a major Boko Haram's natural enemy, but the question is, was he suppressed and persecuted during the last administration? Yes. If yes, why? I agree with you. Since the time of Jonathan, things have never been same again. Just keep getting worse. That's the reaction of another person. Since the time of Jonathan, things have not been the way it used to be. He is saying the fact. You can tell me you are finding bandits and Gumi have a free life. He is more sensible than Gumi, at least. This other person here says, so this man still alive. He went through hell in the hands of Buhari, but he's definitely saying the truth. If government hand were not there, they could have stopped it. No terrorists last 24 hours without government hand in it. Why is no Muslim talking about 48 signs? Giyama, I think that's an Islamic stuff, which I don't understand. This person here says it's common sense, but some Nigerians are acting surprised. They leave people like this and started giving Gumi attention. Stupid people. Only a sane person won't know this is true, and nothing but the truth, Sha. No, let anybody buy you, okay? Saying the truth, don't let people to buy you. The United States funded. Why did you conveniently leave that part out? The United States is funding. I don't think it's Trump's regime. So, guys, these are some of the reactions from Nigerians after Zazaki came out to say that the government knows where the insecurity is coming from. That if they want to stop it, they will stop it immediately. The question remains, does it mean Tinubu knows where the insecurity is coming from? And still, he doesn't care. Still, he doesn't care, honestly. It's really, really so sad about what is happening in Nigeria. Another headline here says that the Federal Inland Revenue Service has signed a landmark operation with pact with France aimed at modernizing Nigeria tax administration through digital transformation, capacity development, and improve cross-border enforcement. The agreement came barely 4 weeks. You see, the Tinubu's government is signing pact with France. The agreement came barely weeks before the former transition into Nigerian Revenue Service by January. So Tinubu is signing pact with France to collect tax. I don't really know where this is coming from, honestly. U.S. Congressman is biased. Bashir Ahmad reacts over Christian persecution claim in Benue. I know the Muslim guys will start reacting. The man has said it. He has said it the way he saw it on ground. So you cannot deny what he said. He said he went to IDP camp and hear directly from people. Now, this headline says ex-minister Lai Mohammed says he was paralyzed for days after hearing about Buhari's death. Former Minister of Information Culture Alhaji Lai Mohammed disclosed that he was physically paralyzed for days after learning of former Buhari's death. So Buhari's death paralyzed you. Okay, just the play. Just the play. Now, this other headline here says Tinubu directs Shetima to convene NEC meeting on ranching amid farmer header clash. Where is farmer header clash? There's nothing like farmer header clash in Nigeria. Don't tell us it's farmer header clash. Stop the ethnic cleansing. There's nothing like farmer header clash. Now, let's see how Nigerians are reacting. This is not, Tinubu is not in charge. He's vassal. I don't know what this person means. The Fulanis are in charge. Imagine Yoruba man plotting to give out land to Fulani settlers. Can you imagine? Great news. Let's hope for solution to this important conflict. And this person say Tinubu may. This person is saying thunder should strike Tinubu. Strike Tinubu if you ever say farmer header clash. Instead of jihadism, you are carrying out. Okay, this means it's never had a farmers crisis. It's better put amid terrorism attack by headers and farmers. I repeat, there is nothing like farmer header clash. I cannot be in my farm. Fulani terrorists come and kill me. Then you call it farmer headers clash. Believe whatever you want. I'm saying this for the very last time. There's nothing like farmer header clash. The narrative has been was the brainchild of Britain. This person say, I hate Nigerian media. What's a farmer header clash? Here, have you seen a farmer with AK-47? And which is true. So this is another Buhari style. That the Tinubu's government, that's why they had to put a Fulani man in short there. I don't even know if this country is going to recover. So long you have a Fulani man in power, they must be there to protect the Fulani interest. And that is why this problem is not ending anytime soon. Anyway, guys, let me know what you think about this in the comment section below. Please don't forget to subscribe and turn on the bell notification. Thank you.